Elio Vittorini, the 23rd of July 1908 to 12 February 1966, was an Italian writer and novelist. He was a contemporary of Cesare Pavese and an influential voice in the modernist school of novel writing. His best-known work is the anti-fascist novel Conversations in Sicily, for which he was jailed when it was published in 1941. The first U.S. edition of the novel, published in 1949, included an introduction from Ernest Hemingway, whose style influenced Vittorini and the novel in particular. Life. Vittorini was born in Syracuse, Sicily, and throughout his childhood moved around Sicily with his father, a railroad worker. Several times he ran away from home, culminating in his leaving Sicily for good in 1924. For a brief period, he found employment as a construction worker in the Julian March, after which he moved to Florence to work as a type corrector. Around 1927 his work began to be published in literary journals. In many cases, separate editions of his novels and short stories from this period, such as The Red Carnation, were not published until after World War II, due to fascist censorship. In 1937, he was expelled from the National Fascist Party for writing in support of the Republican side in the Spanish Civil War. In 1939 he moved, this time to Milan. An anthology of American literature which he edited was, once more, delayed by censorship. Remaining an outspoken critic of Benito Mussolini's regime, Vittorini was arrested and jailed in 1942. He joined the Italian Communist Party and began taking an active role in the resistance, which provided the basis for his 1945 novel Men and Not Men. Also in 1945, he briefly became the editor of the Italian communist daily Luneta. After the war, Vittorini chiefly concentrated on his work as editor, helping publish work by young Italians such as Calvino and Fenelio. His last major published work of fiction during his lifetime was 1956's Erika and Her Sisters. The news of the events of the Hungarian uprising deeply shook his convictions in communism and made him decide to largely abandon writing, leaving unfinished work which was to be published in unedited form posthumously. For the remainder of his life, Vittorini continued in his post as an editor. He also ran as a candidate on an Italian Socialist Party list. He died in Milan in 1966. He was an atheist. Partial bibliography. Racconti di piccola borghesia, Il Garofano Rosso, Conversazioni in Sicilia, Uomini in O, La Donna di Messina, Erika e Suoi Fratelli, translated as. He also translated the works of Defoe, Poe, Steinbeck, Faulkner, Lawrence, Moore and others into Italian. Biography. Un padre un figlio. Biographia familiare di Elio Vittorini, Demetrio Vittorini, Bellinzona, Salvioni, 2000.